the two of us, right?
Yes.
But does that change that we're family? Does that change that we're the same people?
Now,
No.
to your point, and that's a great analogy. The cool part about that analogy, as you already know, is that there's historical precedence to that analogy.
Absolutely.
There was a scientist and botanist in the 18th century, no, 19th century, early 19th century, by the name of C.S. Rafinesque. That's
Oh.
Rafinesque.
Mm.
He wrote a scientific journal called the Atlantic Journal and Friend of Knowledge. In that journal, he made, in a number of the volumes of that journal, he published his own findings about the peoples, the original American inhabitants of the East Coast, on the East Coast of America, and showed that those natives were related culturally and linguistically to the Tuaregs and Berbers of North and Northwest Africa.
Mm.
And he published this in his journals.
Mm.
And anybody, 5 minutes, you can Google it and find it.
I'm going to Google it and find it.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
let me say something to people.
Sure.
Because I hear this DNA thing, right?
Yes.
What I want y'all to know about your DNA, and I'm not knocking it.
Right.
Do as you may. However, this DNA testing doesn't it cannot detect or take into consideration or note of what?
Migration.
So, I mean, you can use that. You know what I'm saying? You can use that, but do not place all of your eggs in that
You
basket.
got it, dear brother. It's a useful tool when used properly, but there's a difference between genetics and ethnology. Ethnology is broader.
Absolutely.
There's a difference between
Absolutely.
genetics and nationality. Not even in the same category. So a big part of our research, yeah, right. A big part of our, and then let's just be real, okay? You don't got to be a professional race car driver to purchase a vehicle and learn how to drive from point A to point B.
No, you don't.
Mm-hmm. So you have to be a professional driver? No. Do you have to know how to drive? Yes.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
So it's the same thing with research and study, people. Watching YouTube videos is not research and study. It's just not.
What research and study is listen to what we say, take the points, the references, and go study them and cross-reference them yourself.
Well, you notice what you just said, study and cross-reference. See, that's a part of what we would call methodology. So you don't have to be a professional driver, but you must know the methodology of operating a motor vehicle.
Absolutely.
So same thing. You don't got to have a PhD, right? But you do have to understand basic research methodology. You do have to understand that.
And to get a clear conception, you have to do it unbiased.
Woo, come on, brother. And that's what you just said. Being unbiased is a part of the methodology, because that way you don't color your own findings with confirmation bias, which ruins the effort totally.
Absolutely.
See? Well, that's what a lot of people are doing and calling it research. They have an idea and they only look for information that supports their idea. That's anti-scholarship, people. That's not scholarship. That's not research.
That's actually counterproductive.
You know what it really is? It's low-level propaganda.
No, it's not even low-level propaganda. It's high-level propaganda.
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah, it's propaganda.
That's all propaganda is. What they say that you will believe.
There you go. See that?
You know what I'm saying? And not to get off topic, right?
Sure.
But I'm looking out into this political landscape. You know what I'm saying? And where we are as Americans, and what's going on here and there. And bro, let me tell you something. In these days and times, right now, if they tell you right, go left.
I promise you.
If they tell you dead center, you off 45 degrees.
Yo, that's real, brother.
But we're in a space right now that I don't think that ones will even exist or even be able to coincide or coexist
No.
in this growing social arena.
Brother, to your point, I was just watching a news commentary with a couple political experts outside of the country, right? The rest of the civilized world officially recognizes that the United States is now a rogue nation.
Mm-hmm.
You hear what I just said?
Mm-hmm.
A rogue nation. Not, what do we mean by rogue nation? We mean a nation that whose governmental structure and landscape is crumbling. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
We're in a situation now where it doesn't even take a lot of serious looking or introspect or looking. It doesn't take a lot.
Yeah.
And you have key political figures openly and brazenly committing illegal acts to put money in their pocket. In other words, using their government position for personal gain.
That's been going on for years.
But now it's done openly. Like, it's just in your face.
Because, I mean, most people don't know what to do.
Well, okay, see, that's deep, and that goes right, that dovetails right into our topic. Notice what you said, Brother McGrifffield. Most people don't know what to do. In other words, they don't even know how to access their own government properly. Mm-hmm. They'll say power to the people and the people rule. That's what a Republican form of government is. Well, if the people rule, why are the people not powerful?
Because they don't know how to rule.
Because, brother, they're out to lunch. Our prophet said it this way. He's used religious terms. He said, when men fear Allah and take him for a foe, they dress up men in fancy garbs and call them priests, right? And they bribe those priests to bribe the God to buy his favor. See what I'm saying? From a social-political perspective, when the people fear responsibility, they dress up men in fancy suits and call them politicians.
That's a fact.
And play the game backwards. Instead of the people ruling by way of the elected representatives, they treat the elected representatives, their employees, like the boss. And say, fix it, I'll be back at 3 p.m. You see what I'm saying? So the people are not powerful because the people are not ruling. They don't want the responsibility.
Allow me to say this, brother.
Yes, sir.
And that's powerful. When we talk about the people,
yes, sir,
and ruling, right? First and foremost, before you can rule anything, you gotta know thoroughly what it is you are governing and ruling.
I promise you. I promise you.
Thoroughly, as the prophet told Brother Emiliel.
Yes.
That he must be what?
Perfect along all lines of Moorish procedure.
All right.
Which means he had to study.
So as citizens of this United States of America.
That's right.
It's our duty to know.
Come on, brother.
98%. And I'm talking about of us. I ain't even talking about pale skin, European, any other nationality. I'm talking about us.
Right.
But 98% of us, and I ain't even talking about 85%, I said 98.
Mm-hmm.
And I might be being generous. But 90% of us are not even in the venue to have the conversation.
Brother, it's the absolute fact. But now, here's the thing. Sadly, as you already know, that's most of America, regardless of national origin.
Facts.
The only difference between them, let's take the Europeans and us, they're not much more educated on civic matters than we are. Not much more. The difference is that they participate and we don't.
Right.
That's the biggest difference. They actually participate. We don't participate.
Act 7, Mo.
Or watch this. Watch this. Act 4. All members must preserve these holy and divine laws, and all members must obey the laws of the government, because by being a Moorish American, you are part and parcel of the government and must live the life accordingly.
Hold up, Sharif. Hold up, Sharif.
Yes, sir.
Hold up, Sharif. You're wrong. You're wrong. Because, you know, that Constitution speaking about the United States of America. It's speaking about the Moorish government.
Right. I'm glad you brought that up, brother.
You're wrong. You know what I'm saying? Because what Constitution acknowledges another government?
Every other constitution of any other corporation produced by the government.
Bingo.
Did y'all catch that? There is no law. See, you know what? You know what, bro? See, yo, our brother Sheik 7 ate his spicy cookies today.
I'm telling you.
Let's go. Nah, I like that, because these are things that have to be addressed.
Hey, guess what?
Relates to nationality.
I'm devil's advocate today.
Praise Allah. This is good. This is good. See, first and foremost, chapter 48, instruction 4, the Moorish Science Symbol of America. The prophet says, the Moorish Science Symbol of America is a lawfully chartered and incorporated organization.
Hold up, though, Mo. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. You said incorporated. They never incorporated nothing. How you incorporate us into this corporate? No, he didn't do that.
Hold on. Now I'm going to read Moorish literature. Hold on.
He didn't do that.
Hold on. This is what he said. Divine warning by the prophet for the nations. There is but one issue for them to be recognized by this government and of the earth. And it comes only through the connection of the Moorish Divine National Movement, which is incorporated in this government and recognized by all of the nations of the world.
Boom.
Hold on. It gets even further. He goes even further. He says this, and through it, they and their children can receive their divine rights unmolested by other citizens, that they can cast a free national ballot at the polls under the free national constitution of the state's government and not under a granted privilege, as has been the existing condition for many generations. Wow. So if we're our own independent nation separate from the United States, why would we be participating in another nation's political affairs?
All right.
And those aren't just the prophet's words. We know what he did. Over 3,000 members in the city of Chicago he had registered to vote.
And who can vote for a government official but a citizen of the United States of America?
How about that, brother?
Right.
How?
Whoa. We ain't gonna say, oh, that was 1928 and this 2025. No, it was the same thing that it is now.
Ain't nothing. You see, this is where people can get this. Watch this. Yeah, but that was at that time. But then that was before the Great Depression and then the New Deal, and the New Deal changed everything. How, Sway?
Huh.
How,
What
Sway?
what in the world does financial and economic reorganization have to do with national origin and citizenship?
A decent nature.
Right. Nothing. Absolutely nothing.
Everybody in the chat, if you got any questions, super chat your questions. We'll deal with them immediately.
Shout out real quick. Shout out to the brother JoJo. Right, I saw some of his comments. Oh, we're definitely going to be addressing those things.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, the things that he just spoke about make nationality even more important.
Absolutely.
Even more important, people. See, and to go back to your original question, Sheik Seven, you have a lot of people, and this has been going on for a long time, and it's our fault because we haven't adequately defined and explained nationality to the masses. That's on us, right? But you have a lot of people saying, well, so what? Nationality ain't that important. Why is it so important? Right?
Mm-hmm.
It's because they don't know what it is. And I like how some of the elders have said it before. They say it like this. If it wasn't so important, why'd they take it from you?
Facts.
Absolutely. I say this.
Yes, sir.
Nationality is like breathing.
Promise you. I promise you.
Nationality is like breathing. Do you want air?
Ooh, come on now. Now, exactly. But see, you can say that because of who you are and what you know, right? So we're going to present this topic as if no one knows.
Perfect.
Well, let's
Yes, sir. Say it again, brother.
Let's get it.
Let's go. Let's get it. Yep. Load it up, brother, man.
You're gonna get on your muffin tops out here. Everybody share this. Share this right now. Share it right now. Hit the like button. Please hit the like button. We need you to hit that like button. I'm gonna go check in a minute too. You know what I'm saying? So, it don't take minutes or seconds to hit the like.
Yo, brother, the Ashnell Young made a dope comment. You opened my eyes with whatever with when you said every American is hyphenated. Yo, it's a fact. But see, we again remember, people, we have to understand context. When we say American, you have to define it within the intended context. So if we're talking about original inhabitants of the American continent, we're not talking about a nation or citizenship.
No.
See? We have to be proper with our context. See, if we're talking about citizenship, now we're talking about being part of a political community.
Mm-hmm.
Mexico is a political community. And what is it called? It's called Estados Unidos de Mexico, United States of Mexico. Mexico has states too. See that? Mm-hmm. So, and it's on American soil, right? So we have to be proper with our context and accurate with our context. If we're saying American, are we talking about just mere inhabitants? Are we talking about original inhabitants? Are we talking about citizens? Or citizen just means member of a political community. So are we talking about membership in the political community called the United States of America? See?
Mm.
That's the thing. Mm. All right. So we have to be very clear on these things. And to Ashnell Young, right? Point. Even follow me. And of course, there's other moving parts and nuances to what I'm about to say. So it's not as simple and cut and dry as this. But let's say you had a member of the Algonquin tribe, right? Mm-hmm. That became a member of the political community called the United States of America. Mm. That means they now have a flag of their birth, which is stars and stripes, and a flag of their ancestry, which would be their old nation or tribal standard. See how that works?
Mm-hmm.
This is just basic Americanism. See, our problem, and it's due to our heavy socialization, right? We're socialized into, here's an example. We learn in grade school that connective tissue, tendons, ligaments, store and release power. But we're socialized into believing that muscle does it. Which one is stronger? The socialization.
Oh yeah.
Right? United States has no religious requirement for any elected official. It favors no specific religion, but let society tell it this is a Christian nation.
Yeah.
See that? In basic Americanism 101, every citizen has two flags. But let society tell it Eurocentrism is a proxy for Americanism. You see? You see, people?
Yeah.
We have to raise our thinking. We also have to, as a prerequisite, admit that there's a whole lot we don't know.
Oh yeah.
There you go.
There's a lot we don't know. Yes. There's a lot we don't know. You see what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Y'all, man, thank y'all for the likes. They kind of caught up. I see it's about 7 Project Baby and Me podcast. What? Hey, Islam. Hey. Yes, sir. Islam.
Yeah, this is going to be a good conversation, people. And again, to the best of my ability, what I'm sharing is Prophet Noble Drew Ali's program.
Mm-hmm.
There you go. To the best of my ability, this is Prophet Noble Drew Ali's program. See,
Absolutely.
I can't take credit. I'm a student. I'm a student of the Prophet. Or I strive to be. I strive to be. See what I'm saying?
I say this. The Prophet said he came for children in the mother's lap.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the yet unborn.
Children and the yet unborn, brother.
He was
There you
talking
go.
about,
There you go.
he was
There
talking
you go.
about me. So there's no way in the world I have all